Mm. Ooh. 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 I trace the scars on my wrist from every chain I try to fix. Late nights counting all my misses. Then I saw him where the altar is. Behold the Lamb, behold the Lamb. He takes my sin with wounded hands. No more hiding, no more shame. Just a whisper of his name. Mama cried on the kitchen floor, said, child, you don't have to fight no more. I held that cross against my chest, felt his heartbeat through my unrest. Behold the Lamb, behold the Lamb. He takes my sin with wounded hands. No more hiding, no more shame. Just a whisper of his name. Now I don't flinch at the mirror stare. His forgiveness lingers there. Every secret, every fall, he turned my weeping to a worship call. Behold the Lamb, behold the Lamb. He takes my sin with wounded hands. No more hiding, no more shame. Just a whisper of his name. I brought nothing but a broken hallelujah. He said, daughter, I already knew you. Blood and water, love so true. One glance at him and I was behold the Lamb, behold the Lamb, behold the Lamb. He still stands, he still stands. Behold the Lamb. He didn't just speak, he moved into my street. I used to reach for something in the air, empty feeling, whispered like a prayer. But early winter, kitchen floor so cold, I read the page and felt a hand hold my whole. The word became flesh and I touched his face. Not just a story but a present grace. He left the glory, wore my worn out bed. Now I call him home, not just in my head. Why I don't curse the dark. I show the scars that suddenly have art. The bus ride quiet, headphones on low key. A verse lit up and ran right through my veins like sweet. It became flesh and I touched his face. Not just a story but a present grace. He left the glory, wore my worn out thread. Now I call him home, not just in my head. Last Thursday rain, I cried into my tea. He didn't shout, just sat right next to me. My broken yes became his altar space. The infinite got freckles and a human face. The word became flesh and I touched his face. Not just a story but a present grace. He left the glory, wore my worn out thread. Now I call him home, not just in my head. Stained glass haze. He knows my midnight, knows my weekday ways. The word moved in, unpacked his life. Now even my silence feels like he's holding tight. He didn't just speak, he moved into my street. word became flesh, and I finally sleep. I don't need a perfect prayer, just standing at the edge. You saw me in my worst dress and love me where I've been. I used to count my failures like coins inside a jar. Every bad decision made me feel so far, but the verse they put on billboards, the one I skip and hide, broke my chest wide open on a Tuesday after crying. For God so loved the world, that means my messy name, not the polished version, not the one without the shame. He gave his only, didn't wait for me to change. God loved the world, and the world is just my face. My mother's hands were shaking when she whispered Jhon 3:16. I was 16, full of anger, ripping pages from a magazine. Thought I had to earn the sunlight, thought grace was just a trick. But you held me in the hallway when my own heart made me sick. God so loved the world, that means my messy name, not the polished version, not the one without the shame. He gave his only, didn't wait for me to change. God so loved the world, and the world is just. Now I trace it on my mirror with the steam from my cheap tea. Love before I fixed it, love while still in need. My roommate doesn't get it, but she hears me late at night, humming one small sentence that turned my whole soul out. I so love the world, yeah. That means my messy name, not the polished version, not the one without the shame. He gave his only, didn't wait for me to try. I so love the world, and the world is just my fate. I stopped trying to be worthy, like it's something I could lose. If you gave your son already, what else is there to prove? Every tear I choke back, every Sunday I ran late. You whispered, child, I saw you, and I loved you at the gate. God so loved the world, God so loved the world. That means my face, that means my face, that means my face. Yeah, just my face. I don't need a perfect prayer, just your voice at 2 p.m. Your grace found me on the kitchen floor, crying over spilled again. I traced the cracks in my old blue mug, stirring cheap tea just to feel a tug of something real beneath the shame. You didn't flinch when I spoke my name. You, full of grace, you are full of truth. The word became flesh when I had no proof. You held my wrist where the doubt ran deep. Said, child, I already wrote your release. My mother's Bible, page stained with oil. Your promise met me in broken toil. Not a sermon, just bread and wine. You looked at me like I was still divine. You are full of grace, you are full. The word became flesh when I had no proof. You held my wrist where the doubt ran deep. Said, child, I already wrote your release. I stopped hiding the tear on my worksheet. smile. You said that's the wound I walked every mile. No lightning bolt, just a quiet state. Ooh, like sunlight finding the wrong driveway. You're full of grace, you are full of truth. The word became flesh when I had no proof. You held my wrist where the doubt ran deep. Said, child, already wrote your release. And I don't have to be the stone rolled straight, just a woman who let you redesign her way. Your glory didn't need my clean disguise, just the honest whisper of my why. Full of grace, full of truth. You became skin, and I became new. Not a distant light, but a hand in mine. We dwell here now, and it's about time. I was counting cracks along the floor when a flicker walked right through my door. 2 a.m. phone dead, tears on my sleeve. I whispered, is there anyone who sees? My chest felt hollow, colder than before. Then a glow crept in under the door, and the light shines in the darkness. Every lie just falls apart. It don't ask for perfect footsteps, just a broken, open heart. Even here, even now, when I can't find my own way out, the light shines. Yeah, the light shines in the dark. Forgot my own voice, forgot how to pray. Just trace the same crack every single day. But a warmth touched my shoulders, soft and thin, like my mother's hem, I was clutching them. And the light shines in the dark. Every lie just falls apart. It don't ask for perfect footsteps, just a broken, open heart. Even here, even now, when I can't find my own way out, the light shines. Yeah, the light shines in the dark. $3 left and a rusted key. I thought the shadow was all of me, but a sunrise hit the water glass I held, and I felt a stranger, then I felt myself. And the light shines in the dark. Every lie just falls apart. It don't ask for perfect footsteps, just a broken, open heart. Even here, even now, when I can't find my own way out, the light shines. Yeah, the light shines in the dark. It didn't roar, it whispered my address in the quiet after I confessed I'm not strong enough to fight alone. Then the dark became a stepping stone. Even when I couldn't see, the light kept shining over me. Even here, even now, the light shines. I came with empty hands, barely standing straight, a broken dollar in my pocket, tears on my face. Thought I had to earn the love I needed just to breathe, but you kept pouring till my cup ran past the grace upon grace, wave after wave. You don't count my sins, you just call my name. Every time I fall, there's another space. You keep giving grace upon grace. Remember last December, I yelled into my pillow, thought I wrecked it all. Felt too small to heal those, but you left a note inside my favorite hoodie pocket. Said, daughter, I'm not leaving, I already bought it. Grace upon grace, wave after wave. You don't count my sins, you just call my name. Every time I fall, there's another space. You keep giving grace upon grace. Oh, now I don't flinch when I forget my lines, or when my hands shake, holding cheap red wine. You took the tally sheet and turned it into art. Every scar you kissed became a brand new start. Grace on grace, wave after wave. You don't count my sins, you just call my name. Every time I fall, there's another space. You keep giving grace upon grace. I stopped keeping score, you stop keeping track. Your love's the only ocean that gives everything back. No fine print, no limit, no catch at the door. Just mercy that has never, ever been poured. Still more, still more, still more. One touch, still more. One touch, then another, still more. One glance at the cross, I'm changed inside. I remember that whisper in my chest, telling me I wasn't good enough, but you took the curse and gave me rest. Now your love is my only proof of trust. Lifted up to save, just like Moses raised that old snake on the pole in the desert place. You became my wound to break the grave. Now I'm looking at you and not afraid. 3 a.m. tears on my bedroom floor. Didn't think forgiveness had my name, but you hung there waiting, arms spread raw, and you called me daughter just the same. Lifted up to save, just like Moses raised that old snake on the pole in the desert blaze. You became my wound to break the grave. Now I'm looking at you and I'm not afraid. I don't need a mood tight or a fancy prayer, just a wooden beam and a borrowed grave. Every lie that held me shattered there. You lifted low so the lost could say. Lifted up to save, just like Moses raised that old snake on the pole in the desert blaze. You became my wound to break the grave. Now I'm looking at you and I'm not afraid. Who knew my healing would hang on a tree? Who knew your suffering would set me free? I touched my chest where the shame used to live. Now it's empty space, you took what I did. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. at the cross, unchanged inside. One name for the broken, glorified. Lifted up to see. That's where I live now. No more hide. I was a flatline heartbeat, cold as winter glass. One whisper broke my chest wide. Now I finally last. I used to count the cracks on my bedroom floor. 3 different therapists still wanted more. My mother's tears fell in a coffee cup. She prayed so hard her knuckles would lock up. Whoever believes will live, not just survive, not just a flicker, but a roaring inside. From a splintered rib to a throne of skin, one look at the cross and death ran thin. 16, parked behind the old brick mall, tattooed alive just to feel it all. I wrote nobody stays on my left wrist bone. Then I met a love that refused to leave me alone. Whoever believes will live, not just survive, not just a flicker, but a roaring inside. From a splintered rib to a throne of skin, one look at the cross and the death ran thin. Now I trace the scars like a braille bedtime. Every doubt turns honest in the morning light. My nephews ask why my eyes don't sink. I tell them faith is the final missing link. Whoever believes will live, not just survive, not just a flicker, but a roaring inside. From a splintered rib to a throne of skin, one look at the cross and the death ran thin. Jhon 3:16, on a yellow bus seat, rain-soaked Bible, blistered feet. I didn't choose clean, I chose truth, and the grave gave back every piece of you. So let the algorithm scroll right past. I've got a pulse that wasn't built to crash. Whoever believes, yeah, whoever breathes slow is just a heartbeat away from letting go. Letting go into the glow.